Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
Just holds it away too, so I think the value for Seraphine in this draft is a little low. Quick enough here for Flacket to try and cover for the play.
Alice jumps onto Flacket, Sten hooks him after the combo, and Flacket's down to about 200.
Just skipped around 113, there's no ward, so this is perfect timing from Sheo.
Goes round. Is he ganking first? He is. They jump onto Irrelevant immediately. Flash, stun, Irrelevant down, and 113 late to the party. Fashionably so. But unfortunately for him, the party is already over. Sheo's going to keep chasing onto 113 here with Carlson coming across as well. 113 is going to be forced to flash the wall. Does so. Spear shot. Connects, but through people. Important to note, Flacket did take the teleport in the bot lane as Nuke is the target once again. Sten hits the hook. Nuke puts down the gravity well and should just be able to walk out of this one. Camilo snaps back. It's a reminder on this patch. If you CC the Yone before he jumps back with his Soul Unbound, he'll be CC'd at the end of it as well. You can't use it to cleanse off that CC anymore. CC being crowd control in this position. Paris takes a single tower shot and then tramples his way
like you saw in the last game.
Paris is hooked here. Does still have the flash, knocks back. Sheo on the chase as well. Paris does have to flash away. Can't get caught with that beat drop, especially if you're already slowed. You'll get CC'd by it. Flacket using the stage presence version, the one that upgrades the abilities to have that double charge.
So we're just going to get trade of objectives on both sides. It's a bit difficult for 113 to try and seek a bit more after this. Like, try and go up towards that top side, look for a dive on towards Carlson. You don't have the immediate CC, and Aurora can be a little bit of a nuisance when she gets that ultimate down and she's able to pop around underneath the tower. So I think it will just be a case of get your Void Grubs and then try and reset, look for a play elsewhere on the map. But yeah, there you go. Just going to look for. So both junglers relatively happy at any point in time. Sending Shale sitting around mid, but there's nothing you can really do against Nuke unless he walks into Camilo.
Locked up. Face seal coming out as well. Gravity well down onto Camilo, and Powers will kill him off in the CC chain. Camilo going in, thinking he had the support of his jungler and his support, but they weren't able to get there in time.
Yeah, Sten is trying to hold the weight, but you've got 3 members of BDS here.
Who cares about holding the wave? Apparently we're just going in. Paris gets the double knockup. 113 coming in from the side, and Sten is an absolute nightmare. Killed off with the Crescent Guard.
Oh, this is not a pretty look for Sten. The hooks have not been great, and now the flash forward gets him killed. Heretics just keep trying to bite off more. They can utilize that early pressure to snowball leads for something like the Yone, but they just haven't been able to find this.
Archangel is now complete on Flacket. He TP's back to the mid lane. Paris working his way up here as well as Heretics have started up the grubs. Hook from Sten is going to land. 113 goes in with the Crescent Guard, immediately diving onto Sheo. TP is coming out as Sheo secures his first grub. Paris though, headbutt pulverize. The depth charge will knock him up. There's the encore follow-up. Sheo trying to walk out of this one, but 113 is having none of it. He will get the kill. 3-1 now for BDS. Yes, they don't get all 3 grubs, but they get enough to get those mites.
Yeah, 113 realizing, hey, look, Sheo doesn't have that flash available. If I can get a good chunk now, Paris is able to set up the following of play. We're in a great spot. So Sheo falls. Camilo will get some alone time with the bot side turret, trying to alleviate some of that gold lead that had opened up for Nuke, but still.
And Heretics will start up the second dragon of the game, though. This was their win con in game 1, stealing away that soul.
Was that their win con, the Dragons?
I think they intended it to be so, and they did win the game from the Ocean Soul.
Step 2, fall 14,000 gold.
Yep.
Step 3, question mark. Yeah.
Step 4, profit. Stend, Hex flash forward. They're looking for the damage onto 113, but look at the damage he puts down in response. Paris now in the middle of all of Heretics. Sheo almost falling, the equalizer ticking him. Sheo will survive. Turns his eyes back towards Dragon, gets the smite. Paris now taken out by Heretics. Camilo going in. It's a flipping win conductor! I told you! Never doubt the Heretics! They know exactly what they're doing! They find Fall, they find the Drake! Win is called! Team is having a good showing overall. Stand flashing forward, Grand Starfall, and Paris is caught unawares. Flacket takes the kill.
BDS in a little bit of trouble as Camilo gonna just try and clear out the way before Paris can get there, avoiding the CC, and yet shutting down that play from BDS on the bottom side.
Yeah, one
covering the play, the TP back in, so at least they will cover. But
Oh, hook immediately onto 113. Nuke is here. 113 with the crescent guard, but Show there for the follow-up. Well coming out. There's the encore. And Camilo wants a little bit more. Dives onto 113, who can't heal up with the Thunder Sky. Ice coming in from the side as well, but Show will flash the wall to get away from the On the Hunt. Heretics again find a pick.
Yeah, find it onto 113, who was just sitting in the bush.
Oh, he's fine. All calculated. He did the maths. You can see Stend is hungry for another hook. He's like, guys, okay, we can stop a play at some point.
Yeah, Paris was about to Hex Splash over that wall as well. It was about to get hectic, but both supports back
all
away.
doom and gloom for them.
No, it's just I'm a little nervous for these team fights because you see they're still very spread out. Like Ice doesn't really have a way to get into this because Flacket is now covering for them. So it's kind of swapping into this 3v4 kind of situation. But yeah, Carlson hasn't moved down, so it looks like BDS may just about be able to get this.
Oh, Sheo looking for the spear. Not gonna get it. Okay, BDS secure it. There we go. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Equalizer used to play out the wave. No big shocker there. But Carlson is looking for the flank instead. Dragon is up as well, as you say. That was a good spot there. I was thinking more of the feats than I was of the Drakes. Camilo on the flank. Carlson's come across. Hook landing from Stend onto 113. Powers with a good headbutt pulverized. Depth charge coming out though. Crescent guard from 113 is doing a lot of work. Flacker with the encore onto the backline, but Carlson can't get into the fight. Nor can Sheo. There's a lot of damage from that high note. Camilo trying to get away from 113. Flacker there for a little bit of support, but it's Mobile at best. 113 almost falling. Sheo diving back in. 113 going for Flacker. The Sundered Sky healing. Not going to be enough to keep him alive. And now BDS don't have a jungler. And Carlson is getting chased out by Nuke. But he can go across the veil and dodge away with that invisibility. He'll clear the mid wave with the twofold Hex. In the end, the fight even-ish.
On both of them, Heretics, it worked out as best they hoped for. Actually, Heretics are going to move over towards Dragon. TP into cover.
But it's only irrelevant. Does have the Equalizer. Could look to just chunk out Heretics here to stop them from being able to do this, Drake. But remember, they don't have a jungler, the BDS. He's only up just now. There's the Equalizer onto Flacken and Carlson. Sheo could continue to tank this for a little while, but the Electro Harpoons are doing quite a lot of work. Flash away from the hook by Irrelevant. Ice now in the middle of the fray. Carlson trying to dodge away. Flacken has to flash. Sheo instead on the wrong side of the wall. Nuke still chasing him in with that Arcane Storm. Headbutt pulverized combination on two. Sheo dives back in for a bit of CC, but he's shut down. Flacken falls low as well and will be taken out by Nuke. Camilo jumping across the wall. Irrelevant 113 now here for the party. Carlson forced away. Does have the TP if he wants to rejoin the battle. Camilo dived into his death. And after a messy first fight, BDS
and a lot of it coming from, hey, missed coordination as, okay, pick captains.
Yes, Nuke dies. Good pick there from Sheo and Carlson in the end. I think Nuke overstaying, looking for that first tower.
Camilo jumps back, but they're now trying to reposition Carlson towards his top side, but that opens up for BDS for the 5v5, where they're significantly more happy.
Right, Stan was half HP. Oh, Paris popping the Unbreakable Will there at the start of the fight, thinking he was going to get hooked. Camilo trying to dive in, but 113, and Nuke will keep him at bay. Carlson doing the same, and he is isolated from the rest of Heretics. BDS find 2. They lose nothing for it.
Yeah, it's a swing and a miss for Heretics. BDS now going to move up towards Atakan. Happy to gobble that one up. They can then continuously move down to the bottom side, look for a potential dragon, and Baron is going to spawn in less than a minute's time. So these objectives and these forced 5v5s are now starting to crop up for BDS as they're hitting their power spikes. Whereas for Heretics, they haven't used the Pantheon as well as they needed to on these sidelines.
Haven't really had the opportunity, or haven't really had the impetus to find those picks. As you say, TP to this Drake. Both Camilo and Nuke will join the fight. The false light sitting on the shoulders of BDS, so they have that extra little bit of leeway in this next fight. You do still give 200 gold across if you die with it, and it takes you 15 seconds to respawn, but Heretics do not want any of that action for now. They'll give BDS their second dragon of the game and just go back to pushing out these lanes.
Though BDS can push bot, get that bot tower as well, and not really be in a position to lose. So you're losing Dragon, you're fight. That's where you see Flacken get the value. But Nuke cost
onto Nuke. They're looking for the damage onto him. Base Seal comes out as well. There's the encore. Only get through the false life. Look at the damage back onto Camilo. Down to a 3rd HP. Another root's going to land onto 113, but being the most aggressive mid-game team of all. But now they'll look for Stend as they jump across the wall. Paris in the middle of the team right now. Irrelevant's the one who's CC'd up and has to pop the stopwatch. 113 on his way across as well, but Irrelevant, oh, he flashes just in time, still killed off by Carlson. A root landing onto Paris as well, and perhaps that's why we haven't seen
He wouldn't be able to do that a second time if he had flash, you know?
See, BDS fighting 4-member players strong
haven't
around the
cleared
mid
out
lane.
the vision.
Irrelevant coming across the side. I mean, BDS have the vision at the Drake pit. Hook from stand onto 113. Looking for the follow-up here, but they don't have it. Paris will get the kill on his enemy support. Camilo jumping in, base seal, dashes back, flashes, and Ice puts him in the dirt. 113 flashing forward himself. He'll get stunned up. And 113 almost falling. Paris will take an extra tower shot. He'll go down to Carlson. Carlson and Placket can look for a little bit more here. Nuke, though, still standing strong, basically full HP. The weirding out from Carlson, and he's going to die to the ticks of Ignite. Not quite. Survives through it. BDS win the fight in the mid lane.
The Heretics not able to get the combos that they want to. Camilo kind of on a one-man mission. Ends up falling on the side, and now BDS at third.
This on vision. It's on vision, but there's no jungler. Sheo unable to get there for the steal. Carlson looking for it. Stand. Right, Hex flashed in and then went for the hook, and Carlson followed him, but now he realizes perhaps this is not where I want to be. Camilo looking for that flank as well. 113 with the Crescent guard, Blackhead with the encore. Only lands the charm onto one. Okay, it's over for guys. Oh, Camilo, man, you're 6/10 of the way to glory. The first one was, you're right, the second dragon of the game. And BDS are punishing them for it. Paris always on that front line alongside 113. Now they continue to push in, looking for the inhibitor here. They'll have the Might spawn to help them tank it. Carlson trying to put some damage down himself, but can't really find the way in. Goes between worlds with that ultimate. Twofold Hex as well on 113. They'll save the inhibitor for now. Paris diving back in. There's the equalizer as well. Black is going to need to heal everyone up, because right now everyone's going pop. There's 2 down already for Heretics. And they can't really find an opening. They overchase. Ice untouched on the backline. At 3 items, the Sivir will rip you to shreds.
Nuke wasn't even there. That was just the 4 people left on BDS, so that's going to be the second inhibitor going down as Heretics overextend. BDS looking to end this here.
But they're only 7,000 gold ahead. Can they close from this sort of position? Well, they've taken the first Nexus tower, and they'll look for the second. Camilo jumping in. Ice with a good spell shield will block everything there. The Encore's going to hit him, but Blackhead has to flash back to the fountain to survive the onslaught from Nuke and 113. BDS will close out the game and take us to a game 3.
This one's a bit of a Barney. Everyone is sending everything which way they can.